Welcome into TexanLive.com. More spring ball action. Now we're joined by the head coach of the Cy Falls Eagles, Kirk Eaton. Coach, just give me a little bit of your emphasis here at spring ball.
You know, getting back to the basics. It's back to tackling and blocking and, you know, on defense being gap sound and playing sound defense and offense. It's about, you know, with our offense that we run, it's about being physical. So it's just getting back to the basics, getting as many reps as we can, seeing as many kids as we can.
Really just a time for us to get better, get ready for the season. We got a lot of juniors coming back, a lot of seniors left, so we just got to get ready for the season, you know.
This is a good time for us to get better. We all haven't been out here since the summer. It's time for us to rebuild on what we've been working on since last year and just get stronger as a team.
Right. Well, there's a difference between you picking spring and picking the extra time, strength conditioning camp and fall. So what made you pick spring ball?
You know, I don't know. I wish I had a great answer I could give you. I think it's more tradition. It's what we're used to doing. We use this as a time to try to shore up and find any answers to questions we might have, and we just feel more comfortable getting the answers, you know, now before school's out as opposed to so close heading into the season. I think it's just a philosophy. I don't think you're right or wrong. I think it's just how we do it here at Cy Falls, you know, feel comfortable doing it.
Okay. How do you see the guys' camaraderie coming together in practice?
On our defense, we're all talking well. Offense, we're coming together like we need to be, and it's just all coming together good.
It took us a while to get the offense together, but looking into week 2, we've evolved a lot, gotten really better, both sides actually.
Okay. It's real good chemistry. You know, the seniors last year, they set up some good standards for us to keep the team going.
Okay. Well, let's dive a little bit into district play. You guys, with the teams and mounting here in the Cypress area, it just seems like the competition is getting thicker and more competitive. I mean, your boys, you did pretty good last season getting second place, but this season going in, I mean, how do you see your boys faring out in this district?
I think the best thing we have going for us is we have kids that have grown up in this district and they know how competitive it is. And so I don't think you have to say anything except, you know, hey, next year is a new season. Our kids are going to have to work their tails off because we're so talented as a district as a whole. There's no night off, you know. There's not a weak sister. You got to play tough. So, you know, I think the kids understand what it takes to be successful in this district. And if you don't do the work and you take time off, you're going to lose. And you're going to find yourself in a spot where, you know, you're not competing for a playoff berth. So I think just the fact that we're in 17-6A and, you know, Cy Fair Bobcats and Langham Creek Lobos and the Wildcats and Cy Ranch Mustangs are on the schedule, the kids are used to working in a way that, you know, hopefully give yourself a chance come the fall.
I say playoffs for sure. The only teams we got to worry about in the district is probably Cy Ranch and Fair.
Playoffs, I think we'll be in the playoffs, and then we just got to worry about a couple teams in our district, but I definitely think we can make it far in the playoffs.
Okay. See us doing real great. You know, we got the wing tee. A lot of teams, they don't know really how to stop it, but we're going to keep going, keep on pushing the new offense, see how far we can go.
Rewinding just a little bit, and you guys had a pretty successful season last year, got second place in district, and you made it to the third round. You had a very successful game in the first round against Nimitz, and you took care of Bel Air as well, and narrowly coming close to beating the eventual state champion North Shore. Overall, as a season, how did you see that as a whole?
Oh, you couldn't ask for more. You know, last year was we've had some great seasons here. I've been a part of some great things, but you know, last year was kind of asking kids to do some things they've never done before, you know, with the change in the offense to the wing tee and asking them to, you know, maybe, you know, just forget maybe some past failures. We had 2 years we weren't in the playoffs, and it was about trusting. And, you know, the next thing you know, we look up, we're 6-0 in the season. The kids are excited, and you know, and then we, you know, I think 7 points from hanging with the state champs. So last year was magical. We had a lot of seniors step up and do some unbelievable things. But you know, I'm looking forward to this year. Every year is new. I'm looking forward to this team. I can't wait to see what this group does with the same challenge ahead of them.
So would you overall say that the boys thought that they kind of like exceeded their expectations, or do you think they were content?
No, I think if you were to ask them, I think the competitors in them wouldn't think they over. I think they finally met their expectations. That senior class as freshmen were very successful, and then as sophomores and juniors they were forced to play right away. And in this district, sometimes you might take your lumps, and they did. And then to their credit, I think we just turned the corner last year. Had some kids, Desmond Hyatt, Shannon Vaughns on offense, and Casey Rossellini, and a lot of kids, Jordan Pollard, step up. And then on defense, Coach Brister's thrown out a bunch of good defenses over the years. And, I think they'd probably say they finally met their own expectations, but it's hard to argue with what we did last year. Those kids can, walk away from the 4 years they spent here in the program and look back and say, man, we had a chance, had the state champs on the ropes, and, gave them our best shot. So I think they'd probably be pretty happy.
Well said, Coach. Now, I guess if you guys had one goal in particular that you wanted to meet this season, what would you say it would be?
We're always going to say playoff berth. If you can survive the gauntlet that's 17 6A and the 10 teams, and you can just find a way out of here. I think you make the playoffs in this District 1. I think it really sets you up to be successful in the playoffs, because I think the level of competition that we have week in and week out prepare you for anybody. They'll prepare you for a North Shore. They'll prepare you for A-Leaf Taylor or Klein Collins, the better teams in the city. So we're always going to say playoffs first. District championship will take care of itself. What we know is that if we make the playoffs, we get to stay together one more week, and that's when seasons get fun. That's when teams get experience. This year we serve turkey legs on our Thanksgiving Day practice, and that's when it becomes special for kids. So our goal is always going to be playoffs first.
Okay.
Probably get defensive MVP this year. It's my last year playing high school football, so got some expectations really high.
I want to come back stronger, better than I was last year, and do the best I can this year.
Okay.
Team leader, pushing the guys a little harder so we can work harder.
Well, certainly best of luck to you and the guys in their journey this season. Coach, thanks so much for stopping by with us.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks all you do for high school sports. It means a lot.
Absolute pleasure. Reporting here from Cy Falls High School, I'm Mark M. Johnson, TexanLive.com.